Bug fixes. Bug fixes everywhere. Kabam has just released the update notes for patch 13.1, which will be going live tomorrow. And inside of this update, there's a couple of new things to talk about, but the majority of it seems to be bug fixes. And they're fixing a lot of the major ones going on in the game right now, including at the top of the list here, fixed an issue where players were experiencing a delay when trying to dodge, dash back twice in a row. Finally going to be able to have that smooth gameplay experience again, able to dodge back twice in a row. Couple of more notable bugs here. Fixed the bug causing defender kills to not appear in Alliance Wars. Fixed issue causing some champions to miss attacks after heavy attacks. Electra and Gwenpool will be able to reduce the chance if enemy evades again. Fixed an issue where Dr. Voodoo's dash back distance was shorter than the other champions. There's another Dr. Voodoo fix at the bottom of the screen here with his interaction with Mystic Dispersion. Miles Morales, his special 2 is going to be able to land cleanly again. And yeah, there's of course a ton of other bug fixes in here as well, but those were the more notable ones for me, the ones that stand out the most. Actually, there's one more in here that I'm not exactly sure what kind of effect it has for us here, but fixed an issue where character models were able to get within each other's colliders. I think, not entirely sure on this one, but I think that's the bug where sometimes the characters kind of got like stuck in the corner when you were either getting attacked or attacking. Hopefully that was the case, because that one is also a bit annoying. It didn't pop up all that much for me, but it definitely was a little bit annoying the few times that it did happen. Alright, a couple of other notable things here that are going down in 13.1. There's actually a couple of character updates, and did not see this one coming really. For Civil Warrior, they're changing the way that his armor up works. And he has a new ability here, Reinforced Armor. Civil Warrior now gains bleed and poison resistance for each stack of armor up he has. It says no effect when fighting cosmic champions. And that's pretty interesting. Actually, the first thing I thought of when I read this is that there's a Civil Warrior in Labyrinth of Legends, and I'm going in with Gwenpool, and they're adding bleed resistance. But Kabam Mike has already answered that. Somebody asked about it. Where is it here? Now you change Civil Warrior. Will he change for Labyrinth too? Okay. Civil Warrior in the Labyrinth will not have these updates, except for the fact that his signature ability will be more effective against mutants. Okay, so if you're going in with the mutant champion in Labyrinth of Legends, you know, he'll be slightly more hard, I guess, but you know, if you're going in with Gwenpool or something like that, you know, it's like I am, there's not going to be any issue. Alright, new ability, Armor Up Conversion. When launching a special attack, Civil Warrior converts 2 Armor Up buffs into 1 permanent Armor Up passive effect. So it sounds like he's going to be a lot more tanky with these changes, especially in a longer duration fight. In a shorter duration one, it's probably not going to mean much, because the duration for his Armor Up buffs has decreased from 10 to 7 seconds. So that's probably going to balance out in the short-term fights, but in the longer fights, he probably is going to have a bit more armor. At least that's what it seems like here. Alright, so his signature ability is now more effective against fighting mutant champions, which we've already talked about a little. Heavy attack heal block duration is now increased from 3 to 5 seconds, which is good. I still don't know exactly how useful it'll be. It's kind of, you know, relying on a short-term heal block, on a heavy attack at that, to keep healing away from the opponent. Still don't know how useful that'll be, but Civil Warrior, honestly, he wasn't a bad champion before, and it sounds like he's got a little bit of a buff here going, so that's good to see. Then there's kind of a minor change here for Cyclops' new Xavier School, which is the red one, which allows Cyclops to strike with critical hits even while the opponent is blocking, which is not really a big change. It's kind of whatever. We'll probably barely notice it. Of course, if you're going up against a Cyclops, then you know, you'll have to block a bit less, maybe. Depending on how powerful that Cyclops is, he might pack a punch even while you're blocking. For example, if you're going against the Labyrinth one, I don't think Kabam Mike has commented on it yet, but if I had to guess, I would say that you know, the Cyclops in Labyrinth will probably have this ability to crit even while blocking. But you know, it's really not that big of a deal. That's, you know, all opponents before were able to crit while blocking, so adding it back to one of them is kind of whatever. The major thing with this update, though, like I said, is really just the bug fixes. They seem to be fixing the majority of the issues with the game, so hopefully everybody can go back to having that smooth gameplay experience. There's also some other optimizations that you know, Kabam Mike It says here, like all of our builds, we do optimizations that we hope will help all our players with crashes. We've made such optimizations in this build too, so we're hoping that this will fix some crashing issues for some of our players. So even if they don't exactly mention, some kind of crashing issues here, it seems like, they've also made that a priority to get that addressed as well. And of course, tomorrow will also be the day that we get 12 new champions in the 5-star crystal. But keep in mind, guys, if you are going for one of these new champions, you're going to have to wait until after the server maintenance that starts at 8 p.m. PDT. And this is the extended server maintenance, which is going to last about 4 hours instead of the normal approximately 2-hour maintenance. So yeah, either going to have to stay up very late that night or just wait until May 31st. But it's not that big a deal, guys. We'll have our shot at these new champions soon enough. And I've got my eyes on a couple of them here that I've talked about in the past. Looking forward to getting some of these guys. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.